Michael Jordan and his shoe brand Team Jordan has decided to drop Zion Williamson. And this happened a few days ago. So they ended his shoe deal with them. And it says here from this excerpt, Zion signed the deal before even entering the NBA and was the second largest rookie shoe deal ever. His deal was at $75 million. LeBron James has a record at $90 million for the largest rookie shoe deal. And it says here the Zion 4, which was released in 2025, will be the final model in his line. Wow. I'm not shocked that they're dropping him, but I am kind of amazed that his shoe deal was the second highest for rookie shoe deals behind LeBron James. But I guess I'm not really that surprised since he had so much hype coming out of college. I would say Zion Williamson was the most hyped American player coming out of college ever, if you think about it, for a freshman, keyword freshman. Like I hadn't seen a player who was as hyped up as Zion coming out of college in a long, long time. You can say LeBron was the last guy to receive that type of hype, but he was coming out of high school. So it's been a long time. And I remember even during the 90s, guys like Shaq, Tim Duncan didn't even get that type of hype coming out of college that Zion did. And I never thought Zion was ever going to be better than those guys, but the league and a lot of casual fans were hoping he was going to become like the next great player, the next face of the league. I never saw that happening, to be honest. I thought he could become a great player. My expectations was he was going to be some sort of cross between Larry Johnson and Charles Barkley. I felt he was similar to those guys in build and his athleticism. That's what I really believe, that somewhere between those two guys. And keep in mind, Larry Johnson was a superstar before he had back injuries that ended his time being a superstar. But for the first few years in the league, he was a superstar player. A guy was getting 20 and 10. Barkley obviously was a great player throughout his career. He won a league MVP, is one of the 75 greatest players of all time. So Zion was a cross between those two guys. His floor really should have been perennial all-star, for being honest. And his ceiling should be a guy that should be contending for the MVP at least a few times in his career. But he has underachieved greatly not to hit his ceiling, and he's gone below his floor, for being honest. That he's really underachieved because this guy doesn't have the passion to be great. He'd rather eat 100 hot dogs and sleep with porn stars instead of really becoming the greatest basketball player he can become. Let's be real. I don't think he has love for the game and desire to be great. This is a guy that will tease the fans all the time, like he did against the Spurs a few days ago, where he had a 20 and 10 game. He went off, dominated that game, looked better than even Victor in that game. Like he was the best player on the court, but we know this is Zion, that he will tease the fans with his potential for one or a few games. And then after a few games, he'll get hurt again. He'll sit on the couch, do his leisure activities, and not give a damn and not try hard again for a while. And then suddenly he'll have a good 20-10 game, and then the fans will believe that he's going to take it seriously. And it's like this endless loop with this guy. I think that's the biggest disappointment with him, that he's just a big tease. And I don't know if he'll ever take basketball seriously. I don't think he will. To me, he's like a talented malcontent up there with a guy like Derek Coleman. That's who he really reminds me of, because Derek Coleman was a very talented big man, just like Zion. Granted, their styles of play were different. Derek was taller, but Derek was easily a 20 and 10 player throughout his 20s. That he can get you 20 and 10, but he was just very lazy, didn't care about basketball, had weight problems similar to Zion, liked to eat a lot of food, but whenever he decided to play, he would get you an automatic 20 and 10, but you didn't know when he would be ready to play again. He was also injury prone. So that's where Zion Williamson is heading. He's going to be like Derek Coleman legacy-wise. I just see that happening. I don't see a turnaround for him. But for me, what I'm really watching is who is he going to get traded to? Which team will take a chance on him? Because the Pelicans should get rid of this guy. He's not going to get them anywhere. They should move away from this guy, invest in their young talent. Trey Murphy is a very good player. I would say Derek Queen looks like he could become a star down the line. Those guys, I feel, are really the Pelicans' future. I don't think Zion is. And I know he might have a great game even tonight against the Thunder, but I still am not going to change my mind about him. I don't think he's the future of this organization. And this shoe deal is just another example of how Zion is hurting himself. He's hurting his legacy, that Team Jordan would drop him, which tells me that they see that he's not a guy worth investing in. They see the ceiling now, and the ceiling is not high anymore like it was several years ago. So we'll see what happens with Zion going forward, but I have very low expectations of him.